Join us this Advent as we journey together towards Synodality and begin our own preparation for the Church's Synod process taking place over the next year and a half. Together we will be listening, dialoguing, and discerning where we find ourselves as Church, and dreaming about where we would like to go. Each Sunday we will hear from people as they share their experience walking together as Church. How has it given them hope or joy? What has given grief or pain? What are their dreams for the future of the Church? I invite you to listen closely, see what resonates with you, and be open to that which is different.
So I think my experience of church has been mainly formed by positive communities that I've been able to get involved in, like the Baltimore Carmelite community, as well as some others. I think that healthy communities always show they allow for growth, and they allow for different viewpoints, and they allow for people to bring themselves as they are. And I think that in this sort of process of synodality, we're sort of looking to see how we can accommodate and accompany different and more voices as opposed to the ones that we've traditionally heard. So I think hope obviously comes in the forms of being able to hear different voices in the church. Some of the things that have given me hope are the continued persistence of people who are standing up for the marginalized in the church, continuing to hear their voices, the fact that they're not backing down, and that they're not allowing people to take the space that God has given them to participate in the church. And so that's something that really gives me hope. Some of the things that challenge me right now with the church and with this process of synodality is seeing some of the exclusion that is occurring. I think that especially for people who are people of color, who have been telling us that the church has not been accommodating them in the ways that they need to be accommodated, as well as for LGBTQ people and for disabled people and people who are maybe neurodivergent and things like that, who we don't often hear from, but who exist probably in great numbers within the church, who have, and all of these groups of people have spiritual gifts to provide. And I think the thing that causes me pain is when they're approached as if they're sort of one demographic that is trying to do something to the church that is bad, when I think that we should be more open-minded and be more willing to hear what people's different life journeys have, how their different life journeys have brought them to God, and how that has helped them grow in their faith, and what we can do to help other people grow in their faith through listening to those stories. So I think for the future of the church, I think it would be, I would love to see experiences of the Eucharist being a little more decentralized in some ways, and not necessarily the experience of Mass, but a Eucharistic experience of God, as as we exist in different communities of people. And I would love to see different types of worship and different types of prayer being promoted a little bit more within the church. I think, especially contemplative prayer, it's so important. It's so important to be still and listen and be in solitude and try to hear what God is saying to you in your very, special, sort of individual circumstance, because there isn't a one size fits all. God made us all individuals. So I think that's how we have to approach God, as ourselves, and not as just you need to fit into this square or this circle and do what everyone else is doing, because I think that God brings out people's gifts the most when they bring their vulnerabilities to God.